All right, go for it.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It is the notorious, glorious V, the Gorilla Economist, with my main man, El Cuco, making sure that the airwaves are coming out crispy and clean. You know what I mean. And you know it's a Wednesday, so you know it's time to cuss with Gus. He is the Olympian of political socioeconomic analysis. He is the Kraken of crypto. He is the one and only Silvertongue Grecian, and you can find his work over at perpetualassets.com. If you are terrified because of rioters, if you are squeamish because of markets and the economy, and COVID has you in a tizzy, and you're wondering if your 401k will become a 101k, then reach out to Gus Demas or his friendly, mild-mannered partner known as Will Lear over at perpetualassets.com, where they will teach you how you can grab your investment life by the balls. Grow a spine, grow a pair. Call Gus Demas over at perpetualassets.com. The link is in the description box. And with that being said, Senor Gustavo, ¿cómo estás?
Before anyone spends another dime on investing or crypto or metal, buy a fucking shotgun, buy handguns, buy rifles, get armed. Dude, we got a lot to talk about. But before I say anything, the smartest thing anyone could do right now is research. You should have, depending on your state, research the gun laws, research the shit out of the gun laws in your state, research the shit about stand your ground and castle laws in your state. If you haven't researched, it's one of the reasons I moved here. First of all, this is an open carry state and it's a stand your ground state. So the minute a quote unquote peaceful protester comes towards my car with baseball bats and touches me or my car or my property, they're going to get shot in the head. So the best thing anyone could do right now is research the fuck out of the laws in the state in which you live and the city in which you live. It's here. This isn't a drill. Right before we went live, I said they're strangling fucking puppies, pulling old ladies out of cars, killing people in their stores, robbing, raping, burning, and the media. Forget about the media. Is the obvious. The media is on acid, or thinks we're all on acid, and we should ignore this. These are peaceful. Don't be racist. Don't be racist. Let us kill you. Don't be racist. If anyone's ever seen the movie Mars Attacks,
That's exactly what it is.
As the aliens are like shooting people, they're like, "We love you. Like the media and the politicians are literally the aliens in Mars Attacks. Don't be racist. Don't be like they're raping. They will rape your fucking wife and kids and be like, don't be racist. Don't be racist. They will shoot you in that. Don't be racist. Don't be racist. This is madness. This isn't propaganda. Propaganda is usually done with some sort. It's usually done with some sort of tact or less obvious. We are in a full-scale fucking lie. Like this is what, like, they will put a bunch of fucking people in ovens and say, "Don't be racist, don't be racist." This is fucking madness.
It's ridiculous, dude. And CJ, if you could share my screen, this is the recent arsenal collection that you're allowed to carry in New York State. Gus, you could take a look at that. It's a fine array of weapons that residents of New York State are only allowed to have these types of weapons, Gus, to defend ourselves.
The research, listen, man, I am fucking being deadly serious. Research your city and state's local gun laws. Ammo, what it takes. And even if you are, we'll get into the propaganda in a minute, but even if you are in a gun-friendly state and in a stand your ground state, you better record everything.
Yeah.
So if someone enters your home, if someone approaches your car, if someone enters your business, record it all.
Yeah.
Have one hand should be on the gun, The other hand, on your fucking phone or camera, you want it documented. The articles coming out from the media about store owners in self-defense, and so one in Nebraska, one in Oklahoma, one in Minnesota. The articles coming out about store owners killing people while defending themselves. Like there's a mob coming in trying to kill them and rob them, and the store owner will shoot someone in the mob, and the media's article will say white person kills black person, doesn't face charges, or black activist.
Exactly,
dude.
The media is weaponized, man. Can we?
It's not even weaponized. It's they want us dead.
Yep.
Like they want us dead, and they want us dead with immunity. Like we deserve this. Like they're pulling women and children out of cars on highway, like on street.
It's fucking crazy.
We are in a fucking civil war. And people I talk to back home, friends, family, a lot of them are starting to get it. Some are like, oh no, they're just blowing off steam. This will go away in a week. Yeah. I'm like, dude, the NPR tweets, I sent you guys the NPR tweets. 3 days ago, NPR tweeted, oh, guess while the country is burning, while there's a communist revolution. That's another thing. We'll get into that. This has nothing to do with a dead black dude or the police brutality. That's all fucking propaganda too. This is a communist fucking revolution. You better wake the fuck up in regards to what the fuck's going on. AOC's joining them, talking about free healthcare for everyone. This is a fucking communist. Like they're listing demands.
Someone please throw a dildo at her face, please.
The NPR tweeted 3 days ago. Oh, guess what? In the middle of all this, while all this is going on, NPR tweets. I'm paraphrasing, but the virus isn't as deadly as we thought. Our bad. Blah blah blah. It turns out, like NPR gives this long tweet basically saying the virus was total bullshit. We fucked up. Now we fucked up. They'll never admit that. They're just saying, further testing concludes that the virus is bullshit. Then yesterday, NPR tweets, well, we have a bunch of scientists also that think systemic racism is worse than the virus. So if you want to really fight the virus, you should go protest and fight racism. These people are an acid. It's all gibberish now. Like even the propaganda is gibberish. It's none of it being. The virus hates racism, and you can't catch the virus if you're fighting racism. So go kill an old lady in a car because she's probably in the Klan. Like these people are fucking nuts. They are fucking insane. The mindless, the retarded fucking propaganda coming out of CNN, MSNBC, New York Times. It makes, and dude, you have friends in New York. It's like the media is trying to tell the country one thing, and they want people to ignore their eyes. The people in New York, you don't think my buddies in Chicago could look out their window and see that they're literally they're burning people in the streets, and they're like, the media's like, oh yeah, it's peaceful protesting.
Peaceful protesting.
Like, wait a minute.
What does raiding a Nike store and the Nike store and the Apple store have to do with George Floyd? What does that have to do with Floyd's death?
I forgot his name.
Yeah, like, they don't even know who his name is. Yeah, they don't even know,
dude. None of it, Matt. This is all gibberish now. We are dealing. This is 100% a socialist. One of the big Bernie bros, he's some black socialist commie on Twitter. Dude, he got as many retweets as Obama and Trump get. He got 500,000 retweets, and the tweet was, Bernie tried a peaceful. Bernie tried a peaceful revolution. You all told him to fuck off. Now the revolution's here anyway. Like, this isn't about black. This isn't about some fucking black dude in Minnesota. It never was.
It never was. That was the pretext, man. You gotta understand. Why does this keep happening in these libtard-controlled strongholds, right? Where these progressive commies are all hanging out. They set up the environment. They weaken the police force. They neuter them, and then they lower the testing requirements so the most ardent psychopaths become cops in these democratic strongholds. And then eventually something like a George Floyd happens, and then people literally lose their shit.
Do you know what the funniest part is, V? And we talked about it last week. It's 99.9% of people agree the dude was murdered.
Of course.
No one's even debating it.
Nobody's
Like,
charged with murder.
That is. We talked about this last week. We're like, yeah, that dude was executed. Like,
dude, the worst part is, bro, it's like in certain parts, and I commend those protesters. We have people from Black Lives Matter and other groups that have stopped these crazy rioters from destroying business, saying, yo, stop. Don't do this because this is exactly what the media wants you to do.
I think we're way past that, though.
Oh yeah,
we are. Listen, I saw the Johns Jones video, and I've seen a few black dudes check them, and good for them. Good for them. But that's the exception now, not the norm.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's not bullshit. Half the people in those Nike stores are black people. Like, let's not bullshit here.
More than half.
I'm not running for political office, so let me tell you the truth. A lot of these thugs are black people. Let's cut the bullshit. So the courageous black people are stopping this. Yes,
correct.
Just like courageous white people are stopping it. But dude, and I've said it before. The black people looting doesn't even make me as mad as the skinny jean commie white kid. Like all of them, or the lesbian, the purple haired Hispanic lesbian. Like.
Right.
This has nothing. The race shit is bullshit. This is a socialist revolution.
Correct. Race is just a useful pawn.
That's how they drain. Yeah, that's how they get faggots like LeBron James. Like,
God, what a bitch.
And Seth Rogen and all these fucking Hollywood faggots. They've convinced these kids this is cool. This is cool. This is trendy. Fight oppression with us. This is cool. Kill a grandma and a puppy. Fight oppression. Kill an Asian store owner, fight oppression. Like, dude, we are straight up in a civil fucking war.
We are. And guys, remember what I told you? Like, when you, me and CJ were texting back and forth last several days. I said this, man, when this whole thing popped up. I said the difference between us and the far left is the far left understands the use of violence. We don't.
I think here's the thing. I think and I was texting with my buddy about it yesterday. He's like, would you have the courage or 2 days ago, he might've said it. Cause I've been walking around armed. Like, I live in an open carry state. The last 4 days I've been walking. A pistol does not leave myself. And it's not because I'm scared. It's because I know where we're at. If these people stop me at a red light and there's 50 of them,
you're emptying a clip.
Someone's going to get shot in the head, and I'm going to record the whole thing. He attacked my car with a baseball bat. Here's me shooting him in the head. The rest ran off. Shocker. So I bring that up. Why? It's not that they understand violence. It's that they're getting away with it. Most people, myself included, violence is not my problem. It's, am I doing it legally? Like, because you know what the media will do. Greek guy shoots protester.
No, it won't be Greek guy. They won't even put that you're Mediterranean.
Oh, they'll say white. Yeah,
white supremacist.
Yeah, white supremast.
White nationalist. Media personality.
Yeah, protesters starts try to set Nazi on fire. Nazi shoots back. Something like that. It'll be total bullshit. It'll be like an acid trip. I believe the media and the politicians would do it. I didn't believe the district attorneys would do it. The dude in Dallas, the district attorney in Dallas, is letting them out. These people are being apprehended temporarily and then released.
Yep.
This is a civil war.
Bro, this is why during this whole COVID bullshit, Gus, the whole entire COVID bullshit, this is exactly why they've been opening up the prisons and letting all the prisoners out. This is like so planned at this point.
This is their army.
It is.
When friends
and look at that idiot Kushner, bro. When that idiot Kushner says, "We need to, let all the prisoners out. This is good. These people will vote for you." What a fucking moron!
That guy's a faggot. He's a little pansy faggot, and it's obvious by his pants being so tight. And Ivanka's the man in the relationship. The problem is, whatever, she's not a man. They're trying to Trump's main flaw right now, dude. The Tucker monologues from
2 days ago. It's amazing.
Both 2 days ago. If you want to watch the best dialogues ever on TV, it's Tucker Carlson on Friday and then Tucker Carlson again on Monday.
Yeah.
Because Tucker's not running for office.
Right.
Trump's biggest problem is Trump's trying to win 11% of the black vote instead of 9 or whatever. Dude, we're past that. Like, I don't give a fuck. At this point, motherfucker, they're trying to overthrow the country right now. So you trying to win an extra black vote in Missouri or wherever the fuck. Dude, this is a communist revolution. Wake the fuck up.
No, it has nothing to do with race.
No, dude, that's how they brainwash the fucking the herd on social media. That's how they brainwash. See, Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper go up there and saying, we're fucking fighting to defeat fascism. Let's fucking kill people. Like, what the fuck?
The same rhetoric that commies would use all throughout
100%. 100%.
Commie talking points over and over.
100%.
It's real.
The only
thing, the problem is, Gus, that most Americans think that communism ended with the fall of the Soviet Union. They have no idea that communism has been active in this country the last 100 years, actively recruiting, actively partaking, actively grooming, and actively taking positions in key places of power like academia. And when you teach a whole generation of kids that your country ain't shit, they're going to tear it apart.
I said it weeks ago. The 4 pillars are education, media, politics, and IT. And what you're seeing right now is all 4 of them working together.
Yep.
You're seeing IT censor the actual.
And our side's been too busy waving flags.
No,
we're too busy. We're not paying attention.
Well, part of what you said is true. Our side is in denial. Dude, we've gotten too fat and comfortable. I have friends that are even Republicans back in the Midwest, and they're thinking this is going to blow over. Or when I've tried lecturing them the last 5 years on how badly they're brainwashing the kids, they're like, "Oh, you're exaggerating. You're exaggerating." I'm like, dude, they're like having tranny story time for 7-year-olds, and you think like this is part of the plan. They want to make us they want to make your kids retarded faggot Bolsheviks. And if you don't realize that by now, it's the story becomes very clear when you put it all together. Look at remember the video of the white kids in the window saying, hey, giving the fucking commies the thumbs up, and they throw rocks through their windows too.
They're like, wait, we're on your side.
We're on your side. We're little soy boys. They don't even know what the fuck's going on. That's what I mean. There's a reason these kids are all so fucking retarded. They have no idea what's in front of them. They're trying to be cool and give thumbs up to a bunch of people who are trying to put them in fucking labor camps and ovens. This is bad.
CJ, I want you to chime in on this. I know you got a lot to say. CJ just got back from vacation. This guy's all suntanned out, margaritaed out.
The crazy thing is the people trying to justify the looting and the stealing that.
Correct.
If you have been oppressed the past 400 years, this is proper. We give you, you had a problem. What was the San Francisco quarterback name? You had a problem with him taking a knee. And so this is what we led to. And, you need to understand and let this happen with this absolute bullshit, this mental type thing of trying to justify these actions when most people know that this is completely wrong. And it really destroys any of the conversation. I'm trying to understand where people still feel that institutional racism still exists.
Yeah, show me the institution. CJ, myself, and Gus will go protest it. Show me the institution.
We were told with the election of Barack Obama, everyone remembers that night when Jesse Jackson was crying, Oprah was crying, and all the news commentary was that America had reached a new plateau. America had crossed that threshold of the previous racist America, and this was the new America. We crossed that threshold. So what happened? What went wrong? I thought we were past that stage.
The racism, bro, the racism sales pitch will never go away because it's useful. Just like the feminist sales pitch will never go away. Just like the Islamophobia, just like the anti-gay sales pitch will never go away. They've abandoned class warfare for identity politics. Their only weapon right now. And they've been. I know living in Cali for a while. I noticed it early, but their only weapon right now and it has been for a long time, is identity politics. Everything with these people, dude. Sometimes they go off course with the Earth is going to end in 8 years because of global warming. But other than global warming, it's 99% identity politics. Women are oppressed, blacks are oppressed, Hispanics are oppressed. Everyone's oppressed. Why? Because it's a sales pitch. It's never going away. It doesn't. CJ, you could argue statistics, and that's part of the problem with libertarians. We try to argue logic and philosophy, and we're trying to appease them. They're pulling old ladies out of fucking cars. Like, we're way past that. Like, I could show Black Lives Matter statistics. They don't give a fuck anymore. Like, these people are brainwashed, dude. They're all brainwashed. They've been since age 5. America bad, capitalism. Dude, do you see half the spray paint is like Black Lives Matter and capitalism must die too? It's like, what? Where the almost capitalism must die? And
the photos are taken on fucking iPhones, which weren't for fucking capitalism. There wouldn't be no damn iPhones. Period.
We are past the statistics. We are past philosophy and logic and reason. We've been passive in debating them because we thought we could wake enough people up. The problem is the brainwashing occurs in the schools starting at age 5. It happens in the homes. It happens on the TV. It happens on social media. These people are straight. The celebrities, Jesus fucking Christ. These people are brainwashed beyond. They think they're on the side of good. That's what makes them dangerous. They think they are. People gotta study China from 1945 to 1955 and the cult of personality and Maoist revolution, and then study Russia from 1910 to 1920. These people think we're the devil. If you don't think like them, they've drank the Kool-Aid, dude. They're lost. You can't shake them. I could show them the picture of these motherfuckers killing a puppy and raping an Asian woman outside of her store and be like, well, that's what you get. Systemic racism. They're
just frustrated, Cuss. Like, why don't you understand?
They're in pain. Let us kill you. Don't be racist. Let us kill you. Like, we are dealing in their minds. They've been conditioned to the ends justify the means. They've gone full Machiavelli. They
understand violence. They understand it. They have a grasp of it. We don't.
They've gone full Machiavelli. The ends justify the means.
Correct.
Whatever footage you put in front of them, and Trump's trying to do it. Trump put the picture of like black cops up this week. He's like, you're killing black fucking cops. You're killing black people. Like, you put a picture of a black lady crying. Like, I have nowhere to go now. I know what the hell you people do. It's not working. They don't care.
They don't care. Because to them it's fun.
You're in full Bernie, AOC, Ilhan Omar. You're in the full. You're watching the Bolshevik Revolution right now. Yeah, and if you're watching the Chinese Revolution, you're watching. They've triggered all their communist foot soldiers. These people in the streets, dude.
Remember 2016, right? What happened in 2016, right?
Yeah.
You had Hillary Clinton when she finally came out, give her concession speech, and her husband. When I came out with Hillary, and I came out and she was giving her speech, and I remember quite so vividly, Gus. I was wearing a purple tie, and Hillary, she was wearing a purple pantsuit, and that was a sign to our communist revolutionary friends that the purple revolution has begun. And that's exactly what it is, dude. The purple revolution. The same ops that deep state globalists have been running in Latvia, Romania, Lithuania, Ukraine, Georgia, up and down Central and South America. The color revolutions have come. And I wrote an extensive article on this back in 2016. There is a color revolution that has begun. This is the culmination of it. It never ceased. And our side is too damn logical that we somehow abscond human nature out of all of our calculations. And we can't figure out the use of violence. We need to stop these assholes immediately.
I referenced Tucker's monologue again, just because me and you have been talking about this for a long time, but most people won't kind of refuse to accept this. Predators, we're appeasing. Predators predators could smell weakness. They feel enabled by all this. Like I told you, I tried even years ago. I played nice with these people 4 or 5 years ago. Like some purple-haired cunt would start screaming at me. I'd be like, "Oh, sorry, man. Let me move back 3 feet." And then I realized something. It enables them, dude.
Correct.
We're appeasing these people. You can't negotiate with these. It gives them beer muscles. Do you understand? It makes them like, oh yeah, these motherfuckers are backing the fuck up. You can't do that. You got to dude. I've told people who are like, oh yeah, this is blow over. I'm like, dude, let me ask you a question, man. I said the same thing with the lockdowns. What is your line in the sand? Like they're pulling old ladies out of cars. Dude, one girl in Minnesota last week, there was a report of she was seen topless in a car screaming with 3 men in there. The next morning they found her dead in that car. What is the line in the sand for people? We're here, man. We're here. They're trying to, and like I said, if you live in a liberal city, that's the worst case scenario, living in a Chicago, because they make it hard for you to arm yourself against these people.
Yeah, they do.
Like you have to stay locked in your home with like a bat or something, like, and hope it's not 50 people to outnumber you. And that's another thing you should be aware of too. They're all hyenas. They're not lions. These people are one-on-one. They're a joke. Like I'll see one of these faggots at a gas station. They won't say a fucking word. But when they have you outnumbered 30-1, and they know you are helpless, unarmed, they will pound. Dude, they're hyenas. They're not lions. Lions have courage in the face of any. These people are hyenas. They need to have you outnumbered. They're fucking cowards, pathetic fucking cowards. And if you live in a liberal city, like heart of a liberal city, yeah, you're in bad shape right now. And a liberal city within a liberal state on top of it. So by that I mean LA, Chicago, New York City. You don't want to be in those places. The cops will arrest you for defending yourself. Like de Blasio will stick. Like, oh, you shot
exactly.
back. You had a gun? Did you register that gun? Be like, me and my wife were getting beaten to death. I'm sorry. You have too much ammunition in that magazine. Like, I'm sorry. We just had a fucking 30 people try to kill us. They don't give a fuck. Like,
hey, CJ, while Gus talks, could you just share my screen real quick? And Gus, you keep talking. I think it's perfect imagery. Go ahead, Gus. Keep talking.
Yeah, well, if you live in a liberal city, you are in bad shape right now. Your politicians, your leaders have sided with the criminals. They are on the criminal side. They are on the commie side. They are not on your. They don't want you to defend yourself. If you're in a liberal state, but a suburb, you're a little safer because the suburban gun laws are more lax. Like same holds true in Chicago and Cook County. And so the further you go outside of the city, the more reasonable the gun laws are. You'd much rather be in a conservative state, like in Arizona, Nevada, Salt Lake City. You have a better shot in those states. But even in a Texas, dude, if you're in Dallas or Houston, dude, the Houston mayor's fucking nuts too. He's some crazy fucking Hispanic motherfucker.
You saw the sheriff or the chief of police?
Yeah,
in Houston?
my people
built this country,
dude. If you ever hear someone,
I'm like, we should get it back to Mexico. The whole entire Southwest. I mean, how long did Mexico hold the Southwest? 13 years.
If you hear someone utter the phrase "people of color," run away, because you are dealing with the most ignorant. What you're dealing with is someone who isn't black, who wants to be lumped into the black. Obama invented that phrase. It didn't even exist 8 years ago. People of color is a scam to make, you know what we're going to do to aggregate more voters and make us think we're all in on it together against the evil crackers. We're going to take Filipinos, Chileans, Middle Eastern Arabs, Mexicans, black. We're going to lump them all together. And to show solidarity against white privilege. It's a scam. What the fuck does a Filipino or a Mexican or a fucking Brazilian or an African dude, go to Japan and tell them, guess what? They have this term in America, people of color. They basically lump you in with fucking Brazilians. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's a scam. It's an American fucking scam for retarded fucking asshole dickhead commies. And a Houston police chief to go up there and say people of color, what the fuck does that even mean, dude? We built it.
You mentioned Brazil and Gus, you mentioned Brazil. Most people don't understand this. How many slaves from Africa were brought over to the United States of America? 382,000. How many slaves were brought over into Brazil? 5 million.
Dude, we are so past fucking slavery, dude. I don't even fucking.
No, this is a commie revolution. There's no doubt about it.
The slavery reparation. Like, dude, fucking eat a dick. Suck a dick. Honestly, fuck off. Slavery. Dude, my fucking country lost 10% of its fucking population to fucking Nazis. We were slaved by the Turks for 400 fucking years. We've been fighting Persians, Egyptians. Fuck you. Fuck your slave. Fuck you. Slavery. I don't give a fuck. We were slave. I was a slave. My family was my DNA has slavery in it. Yep. But it wasn't by evil crackers.
Correct.
It was by Turks and Muslims. But you don't want to fucking hear that, do you?
Nope.
You only want to hear when it's the fucking crackers engaging in bad behavior. You fucking mutts. You commie mutts.
Yep.
Enough.
Yep.
Dude, this is insanity. 400 years of death. Dude, study world history. See what Greece has been through the last 2,500 years, and come and tell me you're fucking oppressed. You pieces of fucking shit. Right. I don't care anymore, dude.
Right.
I'm sick of this. It's a scam. The whole thing's a fucking scam. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, males are the problem. Hey, your grandfather.
Who was the official? Was the Washington senator who said that or something? CJ?
Dude, this is a fucking joke.
I can't recall, but
I think all these problems because of white males.
Well, no. We have to be mindful as well because, like, again, this is just what Gus said earlier. This is just the start of like the entire summer of rage. And we're going to know if this whole thing is truly set up or not, because my fear is that in the next few months, I guarantee you what we're going to see is an acquittal of these officers because
if that happens,
that's what they're building up for, because they want to continue this momentum. And that's when we're going to know this entire thing is set up, was when they say, oh, well, he died of a heart attack. He had a health condition. He died of COVID.
Did you see the video?
Dude, if you see the acquittal, it's you better watch out.
CJ, they will. This is just to build on CJ's point. They will find an excuse no matter what happens. So that it doesn't even have to be an acquittal. Let's say only 2 of the 4 get charged, or 3 of the 4, or one gets a manslaughter. The other, they will find it will. You cannot appease what we're seeing right now. The mob, they will continue to nitpick whatever data point they don't like. They're looking for excuses. Dude, in LA and New York, they're calling for abolish the police.
Because that's going to make it safer, Gus.
That's what I mean. They're
there's some brainwashed libertarians who say, "Oh, that's a good idea."
Oh yeah,
just the market regulate that.
Yeah, just like importing liberal voters for the last 20 years is a good idea.
This is their last stand. I mean, we got George W. Bush yesterday coming out and talking about how much peace and things that he wants to bring to the table. And then I just caught word that at 5 p.m. this afternoon, Barack Obama is going to address the nation. The shadow president's going to address the nation with Eric Holder and who knows who else.
Guys who really improved race relations, Obama and Holder.
Yeah, they're systemic racism. That's the problem. That's what we're seeing right now. It's systemic racism. Goddamn, man. Dude,
this is a psyop beyond psyop. This is ridiculous.
Bro, they just... And yeah, I'm a little mad today. And I'm a little mad. The reason I'm mad is because you almost have to laugh about it. They just enslaved us for 2 months on a fucking lie. The minute they open the fucking doors, we're dealing with a fucking socialist revolution. You almost have to laugh. You almost...
it's too convenient.
It's not even convenient. The scam is so De Blasio, dude, De Blasio with the straight face 2 days ago is like, and please a reminder to those going to temple today for the Jewish holiday.
Please wear your mask.
It could only be 20 people. Dude, he's still.
Fuck you. You saw that? You saw his nasty looking daughter got arrested?
Oh God.
That creature. Look what liberalism does, man.
Dude, pull a picture of her up.
She looks like a fucking.
You want to know?
I know the best pictures here. Here we go.
Dude, show her mugshot, dude. Oh, by the way, yeah, everyone. For those of you who don't know, the mayor's of New York's daughter is one of the rioters and looters. We got to find out. You guys got to pull a picture.
I got it.
When I talk about the California
CJ
lesbo, dude, when I talk about the all those beaver bumpers,
pull it up right there. There she is. Look at that.
Oh, there's a better picture.
Beautiful.
There's a better picture, dude. Her mugshot. Pull up her mugshot.
Oh,
dude.
I see that. Hold on.
Oh yeah, pull up De Blasio's daughter mugshot or whatever. It's a lot of people on have been changed it to their avatar. There it is. Top left. When you
wow,
you want to see the face against what we're up against. Dude, look at the earrings. She's got nose rings. Other pictures. Look, the mohawk. This is what you're up against. This is the face of the revolution. Dude, look at this. Look at this fucking. When I talk about beaver bumping dykes being empowered in Cali, like yelling at you for smoking, this is what they would look like. Like, check your privilege. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it's madness, dude.
Fucking psycho.
Look at this bitch.
There's no life in those eyes, bro.
Dude, the
spark of consciousness has left.
She is what there is there's madness in those eyes, and there's on that grin, there's pride. She's like happy to be taking that picture. Look,
she's violent. I mean, I look at this. I look at this picture. I'm like, this is a girl that would kill a baby.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Like I'm not even talking about abortion. I'm talking about if there was a baby in a bassinet in a room, this psycho would kill it. She would choke out your grandmother and an infant in front of you while she's laughing, and you have mask. You're handcuffed or there. Dude, look at this. And tell me, look at that. That's the mayor's daughter. She was arrested a few days ago for being part of this shit. Tell me you don't need a gun. Tell me you don't need to own guns. This is what we're up against. And they're all people are so focused on the rioters and the looters and Black Lives Matter, even Antifa. No, she's not adopted. She's actually the daughter because De Blasio is married to some woman who looks like the Predator. Oh. I'm talking about the Predator,
Yeah, no, the movie, yeah. What people got to realize is these people have infiltrated all the levels of power, all the levers of power, from judges to academia to media to let me repeat if people don't understand the problem. Everything you're being told is bullshit. The real problem is about 30% of our population. 30% of our population is socialist revolutionaries. There's no other way I could explain it to you people. They don't want you to have guns. They want to disarm you. They want to be able to tax you at 90%. They don't want you to be able to speak freely. They want your kids on estrogen pills. They want 30. The real problem is 30% of the country.
Bro, I'm getting so sick of this shit, dude.
It's hard not to, dude.
We don't fucking fight back.
Those are your options. Fight, and I've been saying that part. I've been saying since the lockdowns. Your options are fight back or leave. You can't. I won't accept this. No matter what happens in November, your options are fight, dude. They are killing people in the streets. They are burning businesses. They are killing old people, puppies, fucking raping women. It's on. It's fucking, and the media won't report any of it. It's like it's not even happening. Your options are fight back or leave. So in regards to fighting back, research research your state and your city, the gun laws, stand your ground. If I owned a business right now in one of these towns, I would already have a team of lawyers hired. for what's about, because I would know.
It's disgusting, dude. You know, I fucking hate status, bro. It plays. I mean, explain to me how. And this is what the people should be asking. When these protests are going on, where the hell are all these bricks coming from?
Oh,
pallets of bricks,
dude. Like I said, man, this isn't or the fact they want you to believe this is organic is hilarious.
It's fucking bullshit.
It's not organic. None of this is organic. Like I said,
none of it is organic.
Kamala Harris took a picture with them 2 days ago outside the White House.
Right.
Biden, they're all taking photo ops. AOC's walking to the thing saying, and here, dude, AOC a couple days ago gave a list of demands. It's basically like, yeah, we want all these socialist things put in place, or this is never good. They're holding us hostage. It's yeah, we're past the point of stats and negotiations. That's conservative media and politicians' job. And
here's what the psycho nut job de Blasio says. He goes, "I honor her." See, do you want to share my screen? I honor her. She's such a good human being.
I honor her.
Oh my god, dude!
What can you say, man? Listen, man. If you can't, the state, depending where you live, the state. And
here's the other thing, Gus, real quick, for all the people that are like, you know, they've been following all this Q stuff for a while, right? Like, why is CJ? Did George Soros get? Is he dead?
Nope.
Soros still alive, right?
Not dead. No. Nope. Not dead at all.
I mean, dude, see, this is what kills me, Gus. You and I, we could do a simple Google search. We could put the facts together. Why are these assholes still alive, walking around, funding tens of millions of dollars into these organizations? We know it all. It's two-card Monty. You have one enemy. It's the state.
That's the real tragedy here. The real tragedy is here. Yeah. So if a looter, a murderer shows up at my door, I could kill him in self-defense. But at that point, you're only hacking at foot soldiers. The real war, has to be fought at the higher levels of power. And that kind of ties in with all the Q shit you're talking about.
It has to be fought at the highest levels of power until we start popping off people. Like next time we see Bill Gates, we don't hit him with a pie. We hit him with maybe a 9mm, maybe a 5.56 NATO round to the head.
Why, bro? Why is no one in jail for the whole overthrowing the fucking government yet? Like, why the whole Russiagate spying? No one's in jail.
Dude, it's all bullshit, dude. It's theater. Look, Rod Rosenstein is giving his testimony today.
Oh, who gives a fuck? That tells you you're honestly.
But is he wearing his mask? I want to know if Rod Rosenstein is wearing a mask.
Wearing his mask today. The American people need to realize in a fucking hurry that depending where there was that Lake County, the guy the sheriff in Florida said it best. Like, if you will start going into our people's homes, they're going to shoot you. They're going to blow you the fuck back with a gun. Anyone who hasn't watched that video, I forgot what the place was. It was it's a sheriff somewhere outside of Tampa in Florida, basically saying, "Listen, you rioters and looters start going to people's homes, and we're armed. I've told my people to have guns and to shoot back." American people have to realize the comfort, the lie that we've been told that, oh, don't worry, the police will protect you, like blah, the state will protect you. You don't need guns, blah blah blah. That's over. That's been exposed.
It's been exposed big time.
They are abandoning citizens, law-abiding. Us same dumb fucks who followed their rules, pay our taxes, stayed inside during their fake fucking quarantine. Us law-abiding dumb fucks have been left out to dry, and the criminals are in charge now. The criminals are having their way. So your responsibility to protect your family, your property, yourself is on you. Don't wait for the police. Don't wait for the state. You're watching it all over the country. They've abandoned you. They don't care about. They only care about you when it's time to cut a tax check. They don't. They just locked you in your house for 2 months, and then the minute you get to walk out of your house, you're like, oh, and by the way, enjoy the communist revolution. Take care.
Correct.
Like this is the madness we're dealing with. They've abandoned you. First they locked us in, then they let us out to a civil war. Like that's where we're at right now. Like it's so. I don't, like I said, man, this could not be stated enough. And I've told everyone in my circle, like, be ready. If someone comes knocking,
go ahead, Gus.
No, go ahead.
Just because you're absolutely right. You know, if you're not doing your part right now to protect your family, now's the time. It's crazy. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and you know, even Joe Rogan, who admits for the most part he's pretty darn liberal, that you know he had a lot of these anti-gun people now that are coming to him and saying, "Hey, you know, how can I get a gun? Do you have one that I can borrow?" Because they're starting to question things now as well. Real quick, also, I want to talk about this whole thing with Trump the other day and discussing the fact that several states have been allowing these protests, these riots, this looting, giving the stand down orders to take place.
Right.
And I think he needs to be very careful in terms of, utilizing the U.S. military. And here's my reasoning behind it, because I think it would be very easy to stage a false flag event utilizing mercs to off civilians and then turn around and blame it on him. I mean, he's got to be real careful with that, because, boy, I tell you what.
CJ, he knows that. They're looking for a photo op, a Kent State. And they will only put the cameras on once the government fires on them. So you have all these commies throwing bricks at cops, Molotov cocktails, and the same holds true with the military. They will try to instigate a reaction for a photo op that they know they will use for the next, if they don't overthrow the government before the election, they will use that photo op as that's common sense. They are looking for a. That's why when everyone's like, Trump should do this and the governor should do this, I'm like, dude, they can't. They can't, because a lot of these people are liberals. But even beyond that, the Trump can't. If I own a store in fucking Omaha, Nebraska, am I really going to expect Trump to put you can't, even if he brought in the troops, number one, you can't have troops everywhere. Again, the onus falls on you to defend your business, your family, your property. And you're CJ, you're 100% right. They are waiting, dude. Even when he shot tear gas, or it wasn't even tear gas, even when he kicked them out of the park so he could go to the church, they seized that. The media came in the
media said, "Oh, they were shooting people with rubber bullets and tear gas." That never happened.
Well, and one other angle also is that I because they lost the narrative in regards to COVID, this entire crazy lockdown thing. I have this funny suspicion, and we're already starting to see some of the propaganda, some of the brainwashing that because of these riots, because of these protests and everything, we're seeing all new documented record level COVID-19. And here's the thing: I live in a very conservative state. And my mayor of my city, because of Indianapolis and what's taking place with the riots, the looting, the protests there, he chose to institute an unconstitutional lockdown. We have a mandate now. We have a 9 p.m. curfew for my city, and I'm in a very conservative state. So I truly believe that once again, they're going to try leveraging this to, once again, another lockdown, another wave of lockdowns.
Yep.
Shutting down businesses is right around the corner. Just wait and see it's going to happen.
Stop worshiping at the Democrat and Republican two-card Monte circus, man. It's about individual freedom. It's about liberty, and that's what it's all about. And these people have no right. They have no idea what they're doing, dude. It's stupid.
Are there even small businesses left? Like they shut them down for 2 months and then they open them back up. They open them back up to burn them. Like, are we? Think about ignore the fact you're in a civil war for a minute. Think about the business side of it. Are we creating like a monopoly oligarchy where it's only a bunch of large corporate
Absolutely.
That's what it is, bro.
It's consolidation.
And dude, at the end of the day, when you look at it, right, this is what most Americans don't get, because most Americans don't travel about, they don't see the world, they don't do business in other countries and whatnot. This is what it boils down to. The struggle between the multipolar world and the unipolar world that has been existing for the last 60, 70 years is this. The unipolar world, headed by in the West, headed by the United States of America, only in name only, not the people, because we don't know about all the crap that's been going on, because the average American citizen is ignorant to it. it is an oligarchy. It's a corporatocracy, as I would like to call it. It's a neo-feudalistic corporatocracy that has been existing here of within the United States, within the European Union, within the United Kingdom. And it's this corporatocracy, this marriage of very large financial houses as well as the corporations that are underneath them that are calling the shots. And that's what's been happening. And from there germinates your military-industrial complex. From there germinates your media-industrial complex. From there germinates your techopoly. Most people don't realize Google, Facebook, YouTube, all the technologies that have been utilized in these platforms go all the way back to Quinnet or Quintet, Quinnet, or I forgot the exact name of it, but it goes back to Quinnet, which is a DARPA program that existed in the 80s and the 90s. All of it. This and the struggle between the multipolar world wants more human freedom and countries to be more determined in their own destinies. And this is what this whole damn struggle is about, man. It's like if we keep looking to bloody politicians for the answer, we will never get it, because these bloody politicians are in the back pockets of these multinationals and these conglomerates who do not have liberty or your freedom or your best interests in mind.
Well, bro, I think when we've been talking about this for a while too, I think we've been talking about it last week. I think at the top tiers, like take your Marco Rubios of the world or your Lindsey Grahams. I think a lot of this is straight up like blackmail and extortion rackets. Like the intelligence community gets dirt on these motherfuckers, and that's how they get them to flip. Yep. Dude, Marco Rubio tried taking the side of like CNN like 3 days ago. It's like, yeah, we think it might be Antifa, but it also might be white nationalists. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, it's Hitler's the one out there doing it. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, so when someone like Republican, there's a bunch of rhinos out there now, but forget it. Forget about politicians, man.
Share my screen. Watch this, Gus. Giant toxic toads come out in South Florida as heavy rain set the perfect mood for breeding. Yeah.
Is this end of days, dude?
Bro, all I'm waiting is for the alien invasion.
Is this end of days?
I'm just waiting for the alien invasion, and my better half, the missus, said, you know what, that train's never late. So, yeah, as the great Roman gladiators once used to say, Gus, they used to say this to Caesar, we who are about to die salute you.
Dude, as I've said,
this isn't the BX. Look at this guy.
People are losing it, man. They absolutely
no, dude, look.
Yeah, what's up? I'll fight naked. What's
up? Did you see this yet, guys?
He's ready.
What the?
He's ready.
You haven't seen this, guys?
No.
Dude, when is
this? This is the Bronx, bro. This is the Bronx.
When?
Today. Yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday. I think it was. This
They're
dude is
man.
ready. He's ready.
Dude, oh my God, we're in Sodom and Gomorrah, dude.
I'm done. I want to go to look at this guy. Nobody can stop him. Look at him. He's ready.
He's a peaceful protester.
He's a peaceful protester. He's walking around with his little tinky winky hanging out.
Dude, when is this? This is from yesterday?
Yeah. It's still going. CJ, blow it up, man.
It's
a good fight right here.
Dude, he's a peaceful protester, dude.
He's a peaceful protester. He just wants some Nikes, bro. He heard that they were looting the Nike store, so he took all his clothes off so he could put on a new outfit. You know what I'm saying? So he's got a new outfit on. He's ready to raid. He's got socks on. He's ready for some new Air Jordans. He's ready for his new Under Armour shirt on. He's fully clothed. He's waiting for his, Oh, yeah, Crypto Cowboy's right. Hey, Crypto. Bro, we lost it. Guys, listen to this. My man Crypto Cowboy sent me a text yesterday, right? Ooh, that guy got slammed into the car, and the car takes off. Now he's getting pummeled. He's nuts, bro. This guy's nuts. So anyway, Crypto, he sent me this text. He CNN and live on CNN, okay, in the middle of a news reporter reporting, one gay guy pulled down the pants of the other gay guy and started eating out his rear end.
Shut the fuck up.
God alrighty. I was like, dude, why did you send me this?
We are in.
That's it. Ass eating in the middle of the street.
We're in
done.
some dark days.
I mean, is our country over? Is it done? Are we ready to stick a fork in it at this point? And the market goes up 500 points.
Yeah, I was watching it. the last 2 days, everything's bullish. I was gonna the communist revolution has decided to start killing everyone between 40 and 50. But guess what? That's priced in. Everything's bullish.
Everything's bullish. That's priced in. And then gold got beat down today. It got monkey hammered. It all makes sense.
Dude, man, we're in dark days. I don't know. The part of you wants to, the Spartan in me wants to fight. But the philosopher in me wants to say, this is all just cyclical empire, and our empire's done. We fell asleep. We fell asleep for 20 years, 30 years. They imported.
Thank you, boomers. I want to thank the boomers for making this happen. Thank you, boomers.
They imported a bunch of socialist voters at the same time as they were importing all these fucking socialist voters. They brainwashed all our kids. So what do you have now? That's why I always say. That's what I revert to saying. It's the problem isn't this or this. The problem is literally a third of the country is like Bernie bro revolutionary. Like if you don't understand, and not that, dude, not just that, man. Look, the video you just pulled up of the naked dude, like we've lost our moral compass. Like this, we are
lost the culture, man.
This is a fucking joke. What the fuck?
Oh, listen, look, this is what I've been warning about forever. Negative interest rates. Now, Gus, do you know that negative interest rates are actually good?
I can't believe there's
negative interest rates could be needed for a V recovery. Don't name the recovery after me.
Fed economist says, "Oh man, I don't know, dude. I just don't know anymore." That's the thing. They've driven me to insanity. It's like
I've lost it, dude. Dude, last several years I've thrown on all charts, all graphs, all metrics of measure. It nothing makes sense anymore.
Well, they got the first 4, like I said, the first 4 weeks of the lockdown, 5 weeks, whatever. I was still pretty focused, dialed in. But then the cabin fever starts setting in, all the rest started setting, and that's when I got on a plane and left. And then you come back to this, it's like, man. But I guess it's like we say, maybe we're being tested. Are we strong men? Are we going to let them break us? Like, psychologically, spiritually, I don't know. I don't know. It's dire, and I'm not even, dude. I'm complaining. I'm not trying to complain. I'm trying to warn. It's more like, imagine just being laid off. Imagine being unemployed or broke right now and watching all this. What's going through your mind?
Dude, I mean, think about those people in Minneapolis at that Target, right? You're laid off, or you're waiting for your Target store that you work at to reopen, and all of a sudden a bunch of idiots just went ahead and burned it down. What do you got waiting for now?
I'm up here telling people like this is it, and I don't have anything to worry about financially. Imagine being unemployed, broke, unarmed, not having any weapons, and living in LA right now and watching all this play out in front of you. What's going through that poor fucking bastard's head? Like, oh, they're literally killing people in the streets, and that's the thing. A lot of these people who are starving might be joining in on this. I don't know. Like,
well, why not? I mean, I'm just sad the Rolex store got
$2.5 million. To the one in Soho, I think it was $2.5 million all in.
Dude, bro,
$2.5 million. Maybe they got a Skydweller. Who knows?
You know, they didn't get the Steel Sports because you can't get those anywhere unless
those are being sold. Those are being sold straight to the gray market via back channel.
Yeah.
Hold on, boys. I got to take this. It's been a blast. I got Amazon Prime.
Absolutely.
You got it. All right.
Be safe, guys.
Folks, thank you all for joining in. Listen, here's the deal. Go over to perpetualassets.com and make sure you check it out. But CJ, I do feel bad about the Rolex store. I could have been there, bro. I could have just waited outside, had these guys, steal all these watches. Like, listen, hey,
You could have been.
I'll give you $50 for it. You know these dumbass protesters that don't value the watch? They'll just give it to you. Oh man. Anyway, it is what it. CJ, what's your take, bro? Your last opinions on this? Because I know you have a lot to say.
No, I think this is just the start. In honesty, this is just a start. COVID failed. Get prepared for the summer of rage. This is just the beginning, and they're preparing. This is the last front. This is the last stand of the globalists and the globalist agenda to completely take our country apart. That's what it is.
Absolutely. And guys, make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, share, hit that notification bell. Also, an hour from now, I will be on. With our boys from NeuroTracker to keep your mind focused. Look, you gotta stay clear. There's still opportunities out there. There always will be if you know how to position yourself. So we'll be getting to that in the next hour. And that being said, take it away, CJ.